What's up, folks? We're back again. About to do a little podcast behind the scenes shoot. Check this out. Got cool stickers. I'm sending a few off to some people that have kind of reached out. But if you want one, you can put them on your car or your door or windows or just whatever, you know. Put it on anything you like. And that's another request, so we just got another request for one. But you can reach out to me Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, whatever. If you want one of these bad boys, I got a few of them. Also, this is the place I went. It's pretty cool. Sticker Nerd, so shout out to those guys. If you want a cool sticker for yourself, you know, whatever. So we're just gonna delve right into it, man. We got a heck of a podcast today, my friend. Heck of a podcast. We're gonna go truth seeking. Truth is out there. And we're back. Back again for another fantastic episode of Banter with Barlow. Today we're doing a little bit different. We're doing the YouTube as well, so you can catch this episode on YouTube, or you can listen to it on Anchor or Spotify or whatever you like. Man, we got a great show, dude. I got a lot of things that happened over the past week, and got some stories to tell. And not only do we have stories to tell, but we also have hard-based facts and evidence. And, you know, the truth is out there, okay? And it's up to you, the everyday citizen, and the Banter with Barlow podcaster, YouTube subscriber, listener, friend of the show, to look for the truth. What I'm doing here is I'm just playing a little devil's advocate here, and I'm just throwing some stuff out there. You might know it, you might not. You might know everything I'm about to tell you, or you might say, you know what, Jim, I've never heard of this. And if that's your answer, then I'm glad you've stopped by to listen, because I'm about to blow your mind. Oh my God. It's crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. So we're just gonna scatter right into it. One of the things I was talking with my girlfriend, and I was, I get, sometimes I'll tell a story and I get super tickled on a story, right? So I don't know what it is, but to me, when, and I guess it's certain individuals, but like when certain people fall, or like you'll watch like YouTube videos of people falling, that's like the funniest damn thing to me. I don't know why I get so tickled on it. But the other day, I was running a call, and the gentleman had kind of like, you had your house, and then you had your driveway on your right-hand side of the house. And for me, where I had to work, I had to walk around to the like the right side of the house. I go around the driveway, and it kind of dips, almost like a hill. So, kind of goes down in the grass. And I got my tools and everything, and I got my backpack on, and it's probably 20 pounds or better. And I got a headlight on. Has about 3 or 4 batteries in it. So I'm walking, and as I get to the top of the driveway and I start walking down this hill to go around to the man's backyard, my ankle slips, and I just roll my right ankle. And when I tell you I fell so hard, oh my God. It was like it was a train wreck, right? I'd give anything if this man had like a Ring doorbell camera or something. So, so I get to walking, my ankle gives way, and it's like I trip my own self over my own foot. So I fall, and I don't know why, but my body's answer was to just dive forward. It's like my weight of my body just give, and I just went like forward slingshot. Now, mind you, I had my headlight and my tools, so somehow or another, my headlight just like flings completely off my head. There's the 4 batteries shot out of the headlight. There's batteries all in the man's yard. There's tools all in the man's yard. My backpack come off of me. I mean, I got wrenches, I got drills, I got damn wire nuts. All this stuff is out in this man's backyard. It's nuts. I'm just sitting there dying laughing. I'm just like, what just happened? Like, I mean, was there a bar and I didn't even see the bar in the ground or something? I mean, what the hell? It's one of those things where you just look after you like pick yourself off and you're like, you're rubbing your ankle because it's so freaking sore, and you're just looking at it and you're like, what in the hell did I just do? And you laugh at yourself for it. So I'm picking up all my dadgum tools, and it's a slow walk to that unit. And my girlfriend calls me and she's all like, hey, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm just getting my stuff and packing up and getting ready. And she's like, are you all right? I was just like, yeah, I just damn near took myself out here in this man's side yard. Oh, my Lord. Needless to say, my ankle was a little sore for the next 2 days. But to be expected when you fall real hard like that. But I just think that, dude, I still think about it and I laugh. I can picture the whole thing, like I'm outside looking outside of myself like it's on video. Just sitting there, nothing like busting your ass and sitting there laughing about it, right? Oh, Lord. Well, the main thing we wanted to get to today was so that's my X-Files music. So we're going to talk a little bit about UFO sightings and other unexplained extraterrestrials. Extraterrestrials. Just not your average, but extraterrestrials. Sightings. Stuff that just can't be explained. I didn't notice, I haven't seen anything, and I haven't really noticed anything that's crazy out there. Oh, dude, God. So I'm filming YouTube, and Bentley's in the video. Yeah. So we got all this on paper. We wrote down all the notes, and according to the UFO Unidentified Report Center, legitimate thing. I didn't know it was a legitimate thing. So they have taken over 17,000 complaints in 2020. And that number was up by about 10,000 from 2019 to 2020. So, you got to ask yourself, well, what changed? Why did they have that number? What happened? How that happened? Well, I'll tell you how it happened, because the truth's out there. But real quick, we're going to take a little commercial, and we'll come right back to it, and we'll dive into it. Cliffhanger. Sorry, guys, had to put the little man to bed. So we're pick it back up where we left off. So right now we just went to commercial on our on our podcast. So what we'll do now is create our little thing. So I'm doing the UFO show today. So now we're going to make a UF show. So here we go. Let's see. Chances are, if you're leaving Forsyth County and you're heading quarter mile outside of Highway 10, you'll come across Hornytown's biggest and North Carolina's largest UFO extreme sighting and council center. Hi there, my name's David James Nathaniel Hertzag, and not only am I a believer, I'm a truth seeker. And if you come to our store, you'll be greeted with warm Kawabucha juice. My wife makes it right on site, right here. And all we want to do is we want to enlighten and we want to provide a safe environment for you to acquire all the information that you seek. So come on down, read any one of our 9 million books that we have on site here, and you can peruse and browse any one of our pictures and take a look at Hornytown's largest collection of UFO documentation. This has all been documented, and you've heard it here first. Or my name isn't David James Nathaniel Hertzag. Thank you, folks. Come on down. You won't regret it. So, a buddy of mine, if he watches that, he's gonna love that commercial. Oh shit! So here we go. Ominous music. Yeah, buddy. So we're gonna pick this up, and let's see. Well, I'll add music later. You guys don't want to watch that, but essentially what I'll do is I recorded that, and I got that on the computer. I'll come back, I'll add some music to that, and I'll add that to the show. But now what we want to do is we want to all right, here we go. Let's see. We're going to make our second part of the show. Second part of the show, guys. Whew. All right, we're back. Like I said, guys, we're seeking the truth this week. We're truth seekers. I've kind of picked one little thing that I'm going to dissect and just break down. And it's an old one, but I remembered when I first started listening to this stuff. One thing that I kind of wanted to, I don't know, what would you say? I would say one thing that I kind of how do I want to put it? One thing that I remembered. Let's say that way, was this story, right? And it was about 1979 when this happened, and it was in North Dakota. And I'm not going to I guess I could go back and put names, but I don't want to put names and stuff because I don't want to do if there's some kind of copyright or something that I just don't know about. You know what I mean? I don't want them to be all coming back to me oh no, you put our show on your show and now we're gonna sue you. So I don't know. I don't know a lot about that, but what I'll say is 1979ish, North Dakota. We'll say North Dakota. I won't say the town or anything, but you can look this up. You can Google all this, right? So sheriff's deputy is responding to a crash. No, let me take that back. He was not responding. He was just driving down the road, driving down the highway. He's working the late shift, right? So he's working the overnights. He's on the highway, and if you can, North Dakota is a 2-lane highway. It's nothing but damn nature all around. So, super black at night. He's coming up on what he appears, or what he believes, is a tractor trailer that's like been stranded on the side of the road, or gotten to some kind of wreck. Because all he can see is the headlights, and they're at a level that you would think, okay, well, that's a tractor trailer on the side of the road, because the lights are up a little higher than just a standard car, and they're just floating there. So he radios in, he calls all this out. He's about to get out with it, and as he's pulling up to it, he says that, this is like later on, he documents all this. He says that the lights came through his vehicle, and the way he reports it was that it felt like he got hit by a 200-pound pillow. Now, I don't know what the hell that feels like, but I would just imagine almost like maybe air hitting you really hard, like maybe the wind just blew you back kind of thing, right? And that the light came straight through his windshield and hit him. Now, later on, you come to find out, like, this dude suffered, like, major burns to his eyes, burns to his face, all this kind of stuff, right? Doctor comes back, he was like, he's thinking it's like a welding accident. So any guys or girls out there that are welders and you're not wearing the proper headgear and like shielding yourself, you're going to burn the shit out of your eyes. So it was like something like that. But when they go back and they try to, look over what the hell happened, because this knocked his car sideways completely in the middle of the road. He wasn't answering the radio because like I said, he checked out, right? So they're trying to reach him. He's not answering the radio. Knocks his car sideways in the middle of the damn highway. His watch on his wrist is burnt and time's frozen on it. And all of the radio equipment in his police car is just fried. So come to find out, there was no physical damage, like nothing on the windshield, nothing inside of the car aside from the electrical equipment. So really super weird stuff. Like, my man's pulling up on a crash, and then out of nowhere the light comes straight through his windshield and hits him, and then like singes his corneas and retinas and blows his burn his eyebrows off of his face, all this stuff, right? And then other officers get there, his vehicle is completely sideways, perpendicular with the road. So how's that happen? There's no like brake marks. He didn't drive like that. What picks that car up, turns it completely, I'd say 90-degree angle, right? And then burns his entire face like that without any other, no explanation of nothing on my windshield, nothing in the car, nothing on his uniform. Strictly face. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. So, this officer, and you can look it up because it's pretty detailed. So, my man draws a diagram. He remembers all this. And writes all these reports, draws diagrams, all this crap. Nobody believes him, right? So they're like, what the hell? Has he been drinking or what's going on with this? Like, nobody believes him. Well, let's flash forward a year later. A year later, same highway, Same highway. Civilian driving down the road. Little citizen minding her own business. She's driving down the road. She sees a set of headlights on the side of the road. And the way she describes it was that it was like what she thought a really big truck or like a tractor trailer sitting on the side of the road because the lights were so high up in the air, not like a car. So she tried to avoid it, so she started to go off to the left a little bit to go around it because she's facing the headlights. So as she's coming up to them, what do you know? She says the lights come at her vehicle extremely fast and hit her. And the way she describes it was like a tidal wave slammed into her body and pushed her seat back. Now she's in the car by herself. But what do you know? Same situation. I think this is still the year 1979. Same situation. Okay? You've got all of her eyebrows are burnt off her face. Her eyes are burnt. Real bad, you know. Doctor describes it as a welding burn. No damage to her vehicle. The only thing that was messed up was a radio in her car. Windshield's fine. No impact on the car whatsoever. It's just the only weird thing is that the officers, when they came up to the car, they see her car is sitting sideways in the middle of the road, like perpendicular with the 2-lane highway. Oh my God, are you spooky or not? I mean, come on, dude. The truth is out there. So, nobody knows the answer to these things. And then there was never really like a follow-up with that. But what they're thinking is, you know, UFO. Some type of UFO. And it had the ability to like blend in, I guess, with the vehicle. So as it passes through the vehicle, it's hitting a person with the light and just, I don't know, singeing everything and then flying through the rest of the vehicle. So that's just one thing, man. That's just one little scenario I picked off. So I remembered that just because I remembered that. If you look up the guy, I just thought the character, the first man, the officer from North Dakota, like he's a total cool looking officer. He had like, you know, typical like 1979, you know, huge sideburns, longer hair, aviator shades, you know, like total, oh God. He reminded me kind of like old boy from Reno 911, but I saw the whole situation. It light came at me. Burnt my damn eyebrows right clean off my head. What was I gonna do? I had to throw in my gun. I got kids. I mean, come on. I mean, after he came out of the shadows, hit me in the head with a hammer. Oh, Jesus, Tommy boy. It takes me back. Anyway, there's just so many, you know. You look at all these sightings. You look at all the reports. I think the number from the UFO Center, Report Center or whatever website, like I said earlier, it was like almost 20,000 or whatever. I think a lot of that is, a big thing is a lot of these Ring doorbell cameras are picking up a ton of crap. You can go online right now and there's, I just saw a video. Older man out of Florida. He had a Ring doorbell, and there's literally 2 lights just out of nowhere come right up on his doorbell camera. And then the lights go away from the camera, but it's almost like a spiral. Like they're both lights are traveling, you know, exactly the same space and everything. And they just travel away in a spiral pattern and go off. Like, you know, what in the hell makes that? What makes that? You know, how's it going to be a bird? A bird's not going to emit that kind of light. It can't be a bug. You know, I don't know any bug that flies in a spiral and then leaves like a glowing light trail. So a lot of this stuff that is reported too, like with cell phone cameras and stuff, a lot of people are putting it as drones, like drone activity. There's a ton of stuff out there with drones that's being reported. But I just don't know, man. I just really don't know. I'm at the age now where my grandpa used to have a little saying where he would be like, you know, don't trust what you hear and only trust about a quarter of what you see. And so I'm getting to that age now where that really makes sense to me. Because it's like, if I don't really listen to the news, so I don't really believe anything that goes on television, but when you start looking and you start digging and you go online and all these reports, and then the government, literally, like FBI, CIA, all of them release documents stating, yeah, you know, so last time when we told all y'all folks that, you know, when Mary Margaret reported that she saw all these lights and shit, and, you know, they kidnapped her daughter for 5 months, and then we said, no, it was, she ran away, but she came back, and it was a plane with lights on it. Yeah, no, we lied about that, and, we don't know at all what that could have been. I mean, hello. I don't know, man. Crazy, crazy freaking stuff. You got ungodly amount of reports, video evidence that you can't explain 3/4 of them. I feel like it's out there. I'm going to dig myself into a couple more little scenarios. This is just one that I always thought was really weird because I could never explain how the light would come through the dude's car and burn the hell out of him. And then, you know, there was never a follow-up. We could never figure it out. And then on the same exact road a year later, it happened to a girl, and it was the exact same thing. So I always thought that was so weird. I'll find some more good stuff. We'll have a little, my son Bentley, he was wanting to talk about UFOs because he's been watching a lot of stuff on Netflix, which, you know, I mean, there's another instance. My man that just released this documentary, you know, he claimed all these things, and he claimed that he was working for these corporations and working for the government and doing all these things, and that they know for a fact they got UFOs in Area 51, and there's aliens there and all this. And then the government comes out and they say, oh no, he's lying, he's schizophrenic, and you just don't believe him. Don't listen to what he's saying. But now here comes 2021, and my man puts out a documentary on Netflix, and then the FBI and the government are like, yeah, no, what he's saying is true. He does work for us. So yeah, so I don't know who said that he didn't. I mean, we didn't say that. No. We would never tell the American people a lie. Come on now. I mean, dude, this might be my last podcast. They might shut this podcast down. Oh, shit. Well, hey, the truth is out there, guys, and it's up to us to seek it. So, like I said, I got some more stories I'm going to dig up. If you guys are into this and you know of a couple little scenarios, then hey, by all means, send me a Facebook or send me something on Instagram or YouTube or whatever, and I'll do my due diligence on it. There's just so many. I wanted to come at you guys with a lot, but I was like, I don't want to overwhelm anybody. And there's just so many. So, we'll talk about certain ones. I'll come up with some more and we'll talk about them. Also, too, I'm going to follow up, too, is my girl Susie, we're going to talk about a crime. I think I'm going to do the Lori Vallow case. I'm going to get a timeline and everything. We're going to do a little murder mystery podcast. So, Susie and Jim, that might be next week's episode. So, you'll have to stay tuned for that one, too. But if you like some more UFO stuff and some truth-seeking stuff, then you know what to do. Hit me with the thing. Hit me with the Instagram and the Facebook message. And you can comment on YouTube. And appreciate you guys listening and liking and subscribing. And hopefully you enjoy this one. This one makes you think a little bit about it. Say, what happened to them people? Why did the government say, oh, no, hey, nothing to see here, folks. It was Bobby down the road. He's out here headlighting deer. Don't even worry about that. And then, 5 years later, hey, so turns out Bobby was in Florida then, so that couldn't have been Bobby. So, yeah, we have no clue what that is. That's not any of our aircraft or anything like that. So, yeah, turns out that's probably some aliens, and we just don't know anything about them. So, yeah, be careful. Oh, Lordy. So, there you go, guys. It's up to us, the podcasters and the YouTubers and the listeners out here. We got to do our due diligence and do our homework and figure out what's going on. What's really going on out here? And what are these doggone kids up to? Out here flying their drones late at night, scaring old Eileen to where she reports this. Come on now. Guys, it's been a great one. We'll go ahead and we'll end it with that. But I just want to say, man, I really appreciate you listening. I got some cool stickers in the other day. So if you want a sticker, then hit me up. I had a few of my friends reach out and, they wanted some. So I mailed some off. I'm not charging anybody anything for them. I think what I'm going to do is, like, if you listen to this podcast, I might not even do commercials anymore as far as, like, ads. I'll always do commercials. I think that's just part of my show. But I feel like if you like the show or you got a kick out of it or, you want to watch it again, just share it with one person. Just tell one person about it. That's all I'm going to do. That's going to be my pay it forward. Oh, well. Hopefully this has been a great way to kick your week off and a fantastic Monday morning. And guys, just be careful because you never know what's out there. But I do know one thing. The truth's out there. There we go, guys. That was another one. So I hope you enjoyed it. Like I say, the truth's out there. It's up to us. Let's get it.